Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I am super excited to be here. Hopefully, this is not choppy because I was having all the technical issues before we started. Okay. And I don't want that to happen right now. So, if you guys can hear me and see me appropriately, please, pretty please, with a cherry on top, put something in the chat box to let me know that you can hear me and see me. Let me know before I get into. I see PJ in the building. Thank you, PJ. I see you pulling up for your girl. So let me know for the people who's here before I get into it today. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me. Y'all not saying nothing. I'm trying to get a clean replay. Joanna, if you can hear me and see me, can you put something in the chat box to let me know? Thank you, Danielle. It's a little choppy on my end. I've been having some tech issues all day. I'm like, can y'all hear me and see me? That's all I need to know. Can y'all hear me and can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me though? Okay, perfect. Because it's choppy on my end. So I just want to, if at any point y'all can't hear me or see me, please, pretty please, just let me know. So I'm having all these issues. Anyways, there is a delay. Okay. Yeah, it's like rebuffering and reloading on my end. So I don't know what's going on. You know, the enemy be busy. Pray, PJ and Danielle, pray. Intercede and pray. But anyway, since y'all can hear me and see me, I'm super excited to be here. Thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me. I know y'all could be anywhere else doing any and all of the things, but you are here with me now, and I am got you. I don't want to hop off and then hop back on because I know how YouTube works and it's going to be a whole issue. But I just want to, let's see what we can do on our end. I don't know if there's anything I can do on my end right now in the thick of it. It is doing the same thing on my end too, buffering every few seconds. It's the weirdest thing. We push for we do we press forward and we keep on going. Okay, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Anywho, so thank you guys so much for tapping in, for being here with me. I don't take it lightly when you take time out of your busy schedule to be fine. Okay. To be here with me. I know that this is a very monumental year for me in regards to entrepreneurship, in regards to just being here. Okay. And so when you take time out of your schedule to spend time with me, I am thankful. So as everybody is coming into the room with the tech issues and all, and as YouTube is letting people know that I am live, please put in the chat box your city and state. Rep your city, rep your state, so I know where y'all are timing in from, where y'all are tapping in from. I love to see where all my peeps are because woo, y'all be all over the country. We got East Coast, we got West Coast, we got Central Time, we got people all over everywhere that is pulling up for your girl. So I appreciate that so much. Y'all don't know how much this means for me. We got Columbus, Ohio in the building. PJ, where you at? Aren't you in North Carolina? Where you at? I'm in LA, West Coast. So I am super duper glad to be here with you guys. I have no idea how many people. Fayetteville, North Carolina, baby. East Coast in the building. So I don't plan to be on here super duper long. I just wanted to do something really special for myself, to be honest with you, because we know that the number 7, hey, Keiko, We know that the number 7 is completion. We know that the number 7 is monumental. And I knew that I could not be here with you guys, tapping in with you guys without sharing that experience with you, because it's been a whole journey. If you know anything about me, it's been a whole entire journey. And so 7 is huge. I couldn't let this monumental moment pass me by. And so I'm here with the people that I love, that I enjoy, that I am super duper, passionate about. So I wanted to share with you guys just a quick story real quick before we have some games, play, get some giveaways, have some fun. Y'all can ask me whatever y'all don't know my entrepreneur story. Okay. So the story is very long, but I'm not going to go over it in detail. But just maybe like a week or two ago, one of my coaching clients was like, man, Keandra, I wish I knew more about your story, because just in that alone, there's so many gems and I'm learning so much. And I'm like, it got me thinking like, well, hey, I need to probably share more of what this journey, aware of this, but all the way back in 2017, you do your math, and this story is good. Y'all gotta be paying attention. So listen, it's important to know that back in 2017, I straight up cold turkey quit my job at the word of God. Okay. I walked into my job that I had at the time, and I literally had a panic attack, a real one. Heart beating fast. That was the first time that had ever happened to me. And God had been telling me like maybe like a week or two ahead of time, that your time here is limited. Your time here is limited. And I'm like, okay, but what? And so walked in, had a full-blown panic attack, had a meeting to go to, and they didn't even know what was going on. Hey, B, we had a meeting to go to. They didn't even know what was going on. But long story short, got out of that meeting, called my therapist, like, I need an emergency session. I just had a panic attack for the first time. What's going on? But then that was the very last time where I was like, I got to do what God is telling me to do. So I quit my job. I put in my 2-week notice. I didn't like quit immediately, but I put in my 2-week notice. I was obedient to what God told me to do. I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't have no money. I had none of the things. All I knew was holding on to that word that God told me, which was to quit my job. So when I quit my job, I started a private practice. I had a business partner named Wendy Talley. We started KW Essential Services together. That turned into KW Couples Therapy, which is my brand now. And so I was working that thing. And I would probably say maybe like 2 months after I quit, I had wrote my first book. And then I had got featured in the Huffington Post as one of the 10 Black female therapists that you should know. Okay. I was in Mexico living my best life, okay, on the beach, and my phone going off. I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? And I got featured as one of the top 10 Black therapists by the Huff Post. And that was the beginning of the trajectory of things just being up and stuck, as Cardi B said. Okay. Like just so many things happening. And I was in private practice, didn't know what the heck I was doing. I'm so thankful and grateful that I have or had a business partner who held my hand through the process. But it was a journey of trying to figure out all of those things. And I cried a lot. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. When I got featured, I just started getting an influx of clients and people wanting to see me and work with me. And I started getting higher clientele, right? So I started seeing, because, we bound by confidentiality as therapists. But I started seeing celebrity clients and C-suite clients and people that were higher up and executive producers in the media and all of these different places and people. And I'm just like, whoa, okay. Maybe this whole full-time entrepreneurship thing is is where it's at. When God said do a thing, he knows and he has the plans for you. So needless to say, fast forward, y'all already know, not only am I a therapist, but I'm an award-winning speaker. I'm a best-selling author. I'm a TV and media personality. And so I started getting all of those opportunities forward to 2020. Pandemic is happening. There's a lot going on in the world. I hear the voice of the Lord. You're not doing this to me again, Lord. What are you saying? Let all of this it was probably 90% of my revenue. And he said, let all of your clients go. Anywho, I ethically let all of my clients go because you can't just drop clients, right? So I ethically let all of my clients go over time. And at the end of 2020, that was the last time that I saw a client for therapy. Now from 4 years, and all I have been doing is full-time speaking, full-time media. Okay. Now, all of this is important because y'all gonna need this information when we play our game. So this is basically how we got here, y'all. Like, this has been a 7-year journey. And if you're an entrepreneur, whether you are part-time, whether you are full-time, whether you're a dualpreneur, meaning you got like a side hustle and a full, whatever you're doing, baby, just know that this journey it's not that easy. It takes a little bit of cray to be an entrepreneur and to trust when you don't know. I've had opportunities in my life where I was just like, all right, God, I'm not about to be out here being disobedient, excuse me. And so I'm gonna do what you say because you know the plan that you have for me, and those are for good and not for evil, to give me a hope and to give me a future, huh? So with that being said, let us play our first little game. And that game is going to be a poll. I want to see if y'all was just paying attention to my little story that I gave. And I am going to set up this poll right now for you guys so you can see. So I can see if y'all was really paying attention, because I don't know if y'all really was or not. And while I'm doing that, I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. Also, if you are a newbie here, please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to like, to comment, to watch some videos, to do some things that's going to help this channel grow. Okay? Because it ain't always easy showing up on camera and giving y'all all of these content and reviewing videos and all of the things that y'all be requesting from me. It's not always easy, right? And I'm thankful for every single, there we go, the computer, Lord, fix it, Jesus. I'm thankful for every like, every comment, every share, post, every time y'all sending me the little super likes and super chats and super stickers and all of those things, where y'all giving me extra money essentially. And I'm just like, wow, I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me, even if I don't say it all of the time. So I want you guys to take this poll that I'm setting up proper for y'all right now. And the question is, what year did I quit my full-time job? Hopefully the poll will pop up because we've been having some tech issues. Holy Ghost. Okay. What year did I quit my full-time job? Please let me know if y'all still can see me and hear me. What year? Because if you can count, if we're celebrating 7 years, you got to go back 7, right? Okay, I see the 2017s coming in. What is that? It? Is happening with it? I love how y'all been paying attention. Okay, I see y'all taking the polls. I see it. Yes, so it happened in 2017 is when I quit my job. I can't even believe it's been that long. It's wild. It's crazy. It's absurd. But here we are. So thank you for taking my poll. I love me. So let me give y'all a quick little life update. Do y'all want to be nosy? Do y'all want to know what's been going on in my life? Let me know in the comment section, because but I am going to giveaways. We're going to have a live Q&A. We are going to do all of the things. So let me know in the comment section if y'all ready for some tea. Oh. All right. Again, I apologize. Any tech issues, it feels very choppy on my end. So hopefully y'all can still see and hear me, because this is just crazy that this is happening out of all the days. 4-ish. A very real way, very chaotic. Not only has there deaths, I mean, I've lost so many people, family and friends. I have had all different types of incidents happen. Let me end this poll. My sister was sick and ill. So we've been going through that, and there's still some residual, right, of that as well that's happening. My dad got into this massive car accident and almost lost his life. I mean, there's been so many things happening over the last 4 years that I was like, bruh, if one more thing happens, I don't know what I'm gonna do, bruh. Like, if one more thing happens, I don't even know. I just don't know, right? And so personally, things have been crazy. I think even through all of this, for the believers and non-believers on here, or whoever's gonna catch the replay, I think that has been the only thing that has sustained me throughout this whole entire time. If it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for the grace of God, I wouldn't be here, for real. For real, for real. And so I have grown so much spiritually. So that is, part to my church community, Ignite. But I've grown so much spiritually that it's absurd. Person is just different. It's just completely different. And I really would love for you guys to hear my heart and my story, because I know that there are some people who are listening and they're just like, bruh, I don't even know how I'm gonna get through. But I'm here to tell you, you can do it. I promise you, you can. Like, as I'm going into year 8, this is going to be different, right? Like, I am decreeing and declaring that it's going to be a completely different type of thing that is going to happen in my life and business, personally, all of the things. And, I don't think I've mentioned this publicly, but I would probably say a few months ago, my blood pressure. It's buffering. Sorry, I'm just now seeing your comment, PJ. My blood pressure was literally up, y'all. It was up so bad to the point where I'm like, I legit should have went to the hospital, right? Like, I was so stressed out. There was so much going on. My blood pressure was sky freaking high, y'all. And I mean that. And I was just like, I got to do something different. So I did a complete life shift. I started eating cleaner. I basically was like pescatarian or partially vegetarian for a while. I started working out more consistently. Like, I amped up my workouts to like 4 times a week. And was just going hard in the paint, doing all of the things that I needed to do to make sure that my health was doing well. Because if I am not doing well, how can I show up for y'all and for other people, for my family, all of the things? And so was really because I was stressed. Hey, Amber, it's because I was stressed. Right. That's why my blood pressure was so high. And because high blood pressure runs on both sides of my family, my mama got it, my sister got it, my daddy got it, my aunties got it, everybody got it. I was like, I'm not trying to be on nobody's high blood pressure medication. I'm just not. So I got to do it the natural way. And if I don't do this the natural way, hey, B, if I don't do this the natural way, I don't even know. There's no shade to anybody who, takes high blood pressure medication. But for me, I did not want to be on those things. So I knew I had to shift and change my life and my lifestyle. And I'm glad that I did. Now, the whole tea, the things that y'all always really want to know is, am I married? And as y'all can see, ain't no ring on this finger yet. Keyword yet. She's not married. Or do I have kids? A lot of people want to know, do I have kids? Danielle says, shoot, I need to report back after about Inside. Yes, Inside Out 2. There's a whole bunch of movie reviews and TV show reviews on my channel. So people are always talking to me about movies that came out, Bad Boys, Inside Out 2, Bridgerton, all of these things that are coming out. So feel free to chat with me in the comment section on that video because I love to chit chat with y'all. But I forgot what I was saying, child. You done got me off track. Oh, not married, don't have no kids yet. All of those things. Those are the real tea. That's the thing that y'all always want to know because there's constantly somebody DMing me, constantly somebody putting something on and all of those things. So those are not happening for me. So y'all don't have to worry. But when it does, y'all gonna know because your girl been waiting for a long time. So that is definitely going to happen. So I am going to play another game with y'all before we get into our live Q&A. PJ, I am not dating anyone currently. So we're just gonna leave that there, and so we're gonna let him do what he's gonna do. And when that shifts and change, y'all will know because it won't be a secret, right? So let's play our second game. I don't think I mentioned this in my little story that I just gave y'all about my entrepreneur journey. But if you, it just says with poll, I'm not even gonna do any of that stuff. I want y'all to put in the chat box which every single week. And the person who gets this correct and the first comment that I see that gets it correct is going to win one of my books free of charge. So which day of the week do I take off every single week without fail? I have been doing this since I started being a full-time entrepreneur, which is 7 years. So which day do I take off? That's just like, don't call me on this day. Don't text me on this day. Leave me be because it is my self-care what? Self-care what? Okay, Amber. Jenny says Sunday. Amber says Friday. What else y'all got? What else y'all got? What else? Hey, Jenny, thank you for being here. We love Jenny over here. Jenny is one of my best supporters. She's always showing up. She's always commenting. She's always, watch those ads. Those ads help your girl bring in some revenue and some coin. Okay. And not just on this live, but in all my videos. Please make sure y'all watching these ads, at least the short ones. Okay. Because that helps me to bring in revenue to keep creating content for y'all. Keiko, I need for you to pay attention. The question is, but I know this is choppy, so I'm gonna give y'all some grace. The question is, which day of the week do I take off every single week without fail? Tell them you're gonna call them back, okay? Which day of the week do I take off every single week without fail? Mommy and Baby E says Friday. Jenny says Sunday. What else y'all got? Joanna says Friday. Hey, Cherie. Thanks for joining. Which day of the week do I take off every single week without fail? Keiko, all cap Friday. I know this for sure. Bing bong, that is correct. Fridays are the days that I take off every single week without fail. That means don't call me on that day. Don't text me on that day. Don't email me on that day. I actually turn off my email, but my email notification is off. Baby, hit me on Monday. Okay. And I have been doing that since I started being a full-time entrepreneur. I just needed a day during the week that was going to give me some self-care, that was going to help a sister out and rejuvenate me. Because the weekends is cool, right? Saturday and Sunday. But I'm like, everybody got Saturday and Sunday off. I need an extra day. So it was either going to be a Monday or a Friday. And I'm so glad that I have taken Fridays off. And it's been so popular in my life that a lot of my friends do self-care Fridays as well. Like my homeboy Brian does it. AK about to start doing it, right? Like Fridays is a really great day to take off. So mommy and baby E, that is my beach day. Huh? You know me. I'm here in Cali. So one thing that I'm going to do is be at the beach. Okay. Even when it's raining and cold, I will go to the beach and sit in my car. Like I love being by the ocean. It's just calming. I feel like that's where God speaks to me very clear and very loud. I love the smell of the ocean. I just love, it's beautiful. I put my feet in. I ain't even got to sit on the sand. Even if I'm just around it, it just does a thing for me. So I love a beach day. Okay. Oh, for sure. Mental Health Monday. I like that, PJ. Okay. You did. I see you. So based on me keeping my word, mommy and baby E has won one of my books. I feel like she got, this is literally my cousin, y'all. So I feel like she got some of my books. I feel like you got all of them already. But if you don't, I will gladly send you a copy. I think I'm gonna see you tomorrow, actually, at the family function. So I can just bring it to you. Let me know in the comment section. If not, I can pick another winner if you're willing to give your prize away to somebody else. There we go. Okay, so the second person, look at you being so giving and Christ-like. Look at God, huh? So the second person that said Friday was Joanna, PJ. Yep, and then it was Keiko. So PJ, you won. She gifted it to you. I'm giving it to the second person who got it right. Same church girl. So I'm gonna get your mailing address and I'm going to ship you a copy of my book free of charge. You ain't got to pay nothing. That's just my gift for you being here, for you showing up, and for you getting the question right. I love this. So let's start. I feel like I want to do another game because that was fun. Y'all want to do another game or y'all want to do a live Q&A? I will leave it up to y'all. Y'all let me know. Y'all want to do another quick game or y'all want to start the live Q&A? I'll let you guys choose. Live Q&A. You're very welcome, boo. Love you too. Another game. Okay, everybody said another game. So this is going to be a game called This or That. And we all know this game, right? Like we all know this one. So I'm not even going to do like a little poll or put in a little chat box or whatever like I did last time. We're going to do it just like I did, where you got to be the first person to put your answer inside of the chat box. And the first person who gets it right, the first person I see that gets it right, will win or have the joy of just being right. No, I'm just kidding. I'll give you guys another book giveaway. So this or that. Are y'all ready? Keiko, are you off the phone? Okay. Are you off? Let's play another game. So this is, again, if you know me, you know me. I do this or that on my show. See, PJ be watching my show. See, if you are not watching the Keandra Jackson show or Keeping It Real with Keandra every single week, what are you doing with your life? You need to be on my channel every Tuesday because I'm dropping a new episode for my shows every single week. I have one coming up this week with a guest expert, and we're talking about business taxes. So if you're an entrepreneur, part-time, full-time, and you need to know business stuff, you need to tap into that one on Tuesday. Okay, this or that. Do I prefer to wake up early or go to bed late? You got to really know me for this one. Do I prefer to wake up early or to go to bed late? Put in the chat box. Whoever gets it right, The first one that I see wins. Do I prefer to, I feel like this would be like a would you rather. Would you rather wake up early or go to bed late? PJ says early. Amber, Cherie says she feels like it's early. D says late. Keiko says that's hard. Yes, it is. I'm gonna see what y'all saying. I love this question. I'm so glad that I got it there. Hey, Latika. Thank you for joining. Latika says early. All y'all are saying the person that got this right is D. D, girl. We here. Let me tell you with all caps. Hey, Dr. Torres. I hate with all caps getting up early. If you know me, I am not a morning person. I will never be a morning person. I know that about myself. Here's a tip, not even a tip. Here's something that you probably didn't know about me, unless you're one of my really close friends or family. I don't start my work day, y'all, till 11 a.m. every single day, Monday through Thursday, because y'all know I'm off on Fridays and the weekends. I don't start work, and this is Pacific time. So that means 11, 12, 1, 2. That means it's 2 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 11 o'clock in Cali. And when I say get up, waking up and getting up to me is two different things. Waking up is I'm still in the bed. I'm still chilling. Getting up means like I'm getting out the bed. I'm getting my day started. I'm getting in the shower, all of those things. I be up like around maybe 7-ish, 7 o'clock. But I ain't getting out that bed. I absolutely am not. So, the first thing I do is devotion. Me and God have our time, honey. And then after that, I'm getting up. Latika said, what? And she's still doing what thus saith the Lord. So after I have my devotion with the Lord, I'm working out. After that, I am eating breakfast. And then I'm starting my workday at 11. That's why I don't take meetings earlier ahead of time. If you've ever worked with me, Dr. Torres or whoever's on here, I'm not having no meeting with you at 8, 9, 10. I'm not even up. I'm dressed. So I cannot stand getting up early. I also prefer to, if I have to work late, I will work late. It's a weird thing, but I also go to sleep early too. So it's like I wake up late and I go to sleep early. I'm a weirdo. But if I had a preference, I would go to bed late. There are times where I have stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning editing YouTube videos for y'all or doing some type of work. So if I had to, I would definitely go to bed later instead of getting up early. It's so crazy that y'all think that I like to get up early. That's wild. All right, so let's do a Q&A. I promised you guys that you could, wait, D, I owe you a book. So if somebody could put it in the chat box, info@keandrajackson.com. Make sure to spell my name right. I got a U in there. That is the email address that I need for you to email free of to get the question to that answered appropriately. So D, make sure to email info@keandrajackson.com. I'll ship that out to you this coming week. Okay, so let's get these questions together. So I promised y'all that not only, because we already did a life update, if you missed it, you're going to have to catch the replay to get the tea. Okay, I gave y'all my entrepreneur story already too. If you missed it, you got to go back and ask me anything you want. I was going to limit the live Q&A to just full-time entrepreneurship questions about business and things of that nature. But I'm like, y'all can ask me anything you want. So whether that is personal, whether that is business related, whether that is whatever, I am going to give the discretion that I will answer that question appropriately. What are you guys' questions? I'm going to give you some time to put that in the chat box. I know we're still having some little tech issues with it being a little choppy. So again, I apologize for that. I'm not sure why this is happening, but the enemy be busy when you're trying to do something. He always want to jack up stuff. But what are some questions that you guys have for me? Don't be shy. Because if y'all ain't got no questions, we can move on, honey. We can play another game. But this is the opportunity to ask me anything you want. Baby, please know that times like this come with an invoice. You already know, Dr. Tor, times like this come with an invoice for your girl, okay? So get your questions answered free of charge while you can. So Dr. Torres says, how has TV life been as an expert? See, one of the things that I absolutely love, I absolutely is passionate about, that I want to do for the rest of I love being on TV. That is one of my favorite things to do on the planet. And to be honest, I never wanted it. You know how like when you're a kid and you're like having all these dreams and what you want to do in your career. I never wanted to be on TV like that. I never even wanted to be a therapist. Like that was never on my radar. But God, as we have mentioned already. And so being an expert on TV and it's not just for me to be seen, but I love sharing my expertise to other people and with other people. I love getting emails and DMs and phone calls and all of these things saying, dang, Keandra, I just saw you on so-and-so and that was helpful. You changed my life. I didn't realize that. Thank you for creating this. Like those are the moments that I get a lot of joy out of. And so even though I get to do dope stuff like be on TV, be on commercials, do true crime documentaries, and being on reality TV show and being on the news, all of those are very different. And I get a lot of joy out of it. Honestly, I really do. That's one of my favorite things to do. Keep that in mind because we got another question coming up that might got something to do with that. Keiko says, would you ever LA native, which is very rare. I was born and raised in Cali. I have never moved out of Cali, never. So I don't know anywhere else. I've never gone anywhere outside of California. I used to say that I would never move. I used to be like, for what? The weather's great here. Like my family's here. Like, why would I move? But more recently, I have considered going wherever God tells me to go. And if that means, what was that y'all was Ohio, Atlanta, North Carolina, wherever he tells me to go, I'm going. And that's real talk. And especially if my husband is there, okay? If my future husband is there, you better believe I'm gonna be like, bye, Callie, bye, mama, bye, sister, bye, nephews, bye, family. I'm going to go be with my man. So that is probably the only reason why I would move, whether it is for marriage, for my husband, for my man, or for a career opportunity. So LA is the number two spot for media, for TV. So it makes sense for me to stay here because I love doing media, but New York is another spot. Atlanta is up and coming because of Tyler Perry and all of those things. So yeah, that's a long-winded way to answer that question, but yeah, that's the only reason why I would move out. Cherise says, Keandra, you said that you did a ton of free speaking engagements to get you out there. I'm trying to use that strategy. Absolutely. It's very easy to get free speaking engagements, right? Like people always need experts to speak at their events. And a lot of times they try to play you and act like, but if that's your strategy and your strategy is to level up, have speaking engagement, because free speaking engagements allows you to get video footage. It allows you to get photos of you speaking, all of those things. So you can leverage that to get paid opportunities, right? So people think like free speaking for free is trash, or you shouldn't do that, or you don't want to do that. But I did it for a whole year intentionally, y'all. That it was actually the first year of me being a full-time entrepreneur. That 2017 into 2018, I did like over 48 speaking engagements that year. Free. No pay. And then I was like, oh, no. When we go into 2018, she's getting her bag, right? And then it's been, up ever since. So I think it's a really powerful strategy. You just have to, for sure. Okay, Jenny says, are you working on any new books? I love your existing one. Jenny has all of my books. Okay, every time I do a flash sale, Jenny is like, I'm buying all your courses, I'm buying all of your books. I got it. She got everything. Okay. And so as of right now, I am not working on a current book, but I do feel like God is going to have me write another one very soon. I kind of been fighting it a little bit because it's so my own. So I'm praying and hopefully, crossing my fingers that I will get a book deal this time around. I have self-published all of my other books. And this time around, when I do write my next one, it'll be something different. So stay tuned. PJ says, how is preparing for the crime documentaries? What do you do to cover yourself? Woo! Let's talk about it. This is something that I've never talked about publicly. So the true crime documentaries are literally true crimes, right? So these are people that have literally killed, well, the ones that I've worked on have killed people. And they're typically like killing their spouse, whether that's their husband, their wives, or kids, or a combination of all of those things. So these are real stories that have happened. And so I have to do a lot of research for those. So I have to look at documentaries and look at court cases and files and stories and, read transcripts of what was said and see pictures and images of the bodies, potentially, all of those things. And if your spirit is not covered, it can be very true crime that I did. And some people might not get this, but you will, because there was some activity that happened, some spiritual activity that happened in my apartment when I was going over some of those court cases. And I knew that was the first time that happened to me. And I was like, oh, these spirits are real. And so I knew that I had to cover myself even more before, during, and after. I pray, honey, I anoint, I do all the things because it can be a lot on your spirit and just also on your mental health, because these are real people who experience this, right? Cherie says, I sent out pictures to news stations. How long before I follow up? What is going on?